Hello, motherfuckers. Is there anyone out there? Hello. Hola. Hello, boys and girls. Got one guy checking in. Gotta get this shit started. Cheers, motherfuckers. Two guys. Hell yeah, it's getting to be a party now. Three guys. Woo! Or girls, I don't know. Hey, Tagai. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. So this is going to be a Q&A where you can ask me any fucking thing you like. I might decline to answer if it's sexy questions that I get my cheeks all red. But feel free to ask me whatever you want, and I'll try to answer the best I can. So just going to wait to get the party started. We have 4 guys checked in. Probably going to be some more. Hopefully going to be some more. Until then, cheers, motherfuckers. Yeah, let's put on some music. Some music, maestro. Well, did you see the fucking video, and did you like the video? Oh, there's a tour when? Where? Guess it's gonna be on tour when we're allowed to be on tour. We're supposed to play in Aarhus right now, actually. So not the worst replacement. Gotta say that. Where were you going? Yeah, well, the fuck if I know. I was in a lovely forest, and I was just enjoying the scenery, I guess. But it was fucking cold. You know, I had on the hoodie that I was wearing at the gig as well. And I also thought about making my beard longer, so it could look like I've been lost in the woods for a couple of days. But we were trying to like capture the whole feeling of the lyrics, but it's difficult, you know, when you have to make a video. The fun fact is we're actually supposed to make a lyrics video as well, but kind of fell through. So instead, we talked to Nicholas, the very talented guy who made the video, and then we made a full-on music video instead. And I'm really happy that we did. It was fun, and I think the result is really good. And I hope you guys agree. So fuck yeah, and cheers, man. And thank you, Greg. It's nice to be fucking back, man. Yeah. So now you have the chance, man. Ask me whatever the fuck you want. There's no questions that are too dumb or too silly to be asked. So keep them coming, man. The biggest cock in the band? Well, actually, no, they're not true, Martin. Actually, he has, it's more like a little finger size, but he likes to brag about it. So yeah, you know, the biggest braggers are always the people with the smallest dicks. That's how it is. Hell yeah. Cheers. This Danish beer is fucking awesome. I gotta say, it's one of the cheapest ones, but it's fucking amazing. So, great evening, great Scott. So, hope you guys are enjoying your Friday evening as well. I'm gonna find some. Did you guys hear the At the Movies project that the guy from Pretty Mate started with Morten Sandager as well? From Mercenary, the old keyboard guy. Just gonna put on one of the songs. It's actually pretty cool. A remake of 80s songs with Björn from Solvik on the vocals. Can't go wrong with that shit. Yep. Cheers, motherfuckers. There's no easy way out. Did you guys use analog amps during the recordings? We did actually reamp the guitars, if I'm correct. So we did use analog amps, yeah. And great song video, but your choice of beer sucks. Well, sorry, man. That's all I had. New album, do we have an ETA? No, we don't have an ETA, actually. Can you still hear me? I hope so. We don't have an ETA right away, but I assure you that we are working on the album, and it's going to be dropped as soon as possible. But all this Corona shit has put a little stop to it, but I'm making vocal melodies at home, and the other guys are working on the songs as well, so still keep the ball rolling. Cool. It might take me a while to get go ballistic with the beer. Yeah, I try, Harry, but it's growing slow. But yeah. Well, Torben, I hope that we're going to go to Royal Metal Fest next year. We haven't talked about it yet, but hopefully, because we would really like to go. It's a fucking awesome festival, and we're glad to be invited. So hopefully. I think that's a question, Christian, for Jacob. Can you answer that, Jacob? Because I don't know anything about the guitars. I just sing the vocals and play the bass. That's all I do, man. Drink the beers. Yeah. Canada one of these days. You know, we've been talking about a US tour and a Canadian tour and going all these places. But the problem is that it's very expensive to go to Canada. And it takes up a lot of time as well to get the visa and all that. But hopefully one day, because it's a big dream of mine personally. So hopefully, let's hope, man. Favorite metal acts, René? Curious to know. I'm a big sucker for bands like Machine Head and Pantera and all these old 90s, 80s bands, like Slayer as well. And I've always been a big fan of Rob Flynn, his vocal style and stuff like that. It might sound a bit odd because I do a lot of more harmonic and clean vocals than he does, but it's I think Machine Head for me is one of my top acts. So stuff like that is playing through my speakers a lot. There's no shortcut home. Cheers. There's no. You got the joke. Yeah, I got the joke, and nobody hurts my feelings when they mention Mikkel or Carl for that matter, because you know they've been a big part of the band, and of course there's a lot of people missing them and missing the style of 11 Dreams, and personally for me, you know, my favorite Mercenary album is Ever Black. So yeah, I love the work of Carl and Mikkel on that album, and of course 11 Dreams for me is a big album as well, and an album that I respect, and I respect the other guys as well. So nobody hurts my feelings when they mention Mikkel or Carl in a positive way, or joke about them returning to the band. It's all good fun, man. So don't worry. I hope we'll come back to London as well. It was fucking amazing to be in London every fucking time, and I hope we could be back soon, man. Yeah. Oh, there's a fucking funky live stuff going on. I'm gonna find another song. I'm gonna find some Pantera. Yeah. Cheers, guys. What kind of technique do I use for my harsh vocals? Well, actually, it's difficult to explain, but you know, I kind of strain the voice like yo, kind of like this. Tense up in the muscles, and I've been training this shit for many years. And the fun fact is that at one point at a show in Copenhagen, I lost my voice completely. My speaking voice was gone, and I wasn't really able to do the clean vocals. But the shouts and the grunts and the screams were still there, because it's all muscle tension. So yeah, I'm always able to do the shouts and the screams, but it's the clean vocals that really are hard for me if I lose my voice or if I in any way get sick or something like that. Yeah. Concert in Helsingborg, Sweden. Yeah, well, that would be awesome, Sophia. You know, we would always like to see you and the other Swedish people. So hopefully soon. Hopefully. Well, I guess you, my youth, and gave it all away. Hello, Juan, man. Greetings right back to you in Ecuador, my friend. I couldn't cry. You left me incomplete. Yeah. What's your personal all-time favorite track, Mercenary track? Well, actually, I think I have to go back to Everblack again. It's really fucking hard for me to pick a song, but I think I have to say maybe Dark Speed. There's something in the growls and the harsh vocals on that track is just fucking amazing for me, and it's something that really makes me eternally respect Kral for his vocal style and technique, and it's a style that I'm totally a fan of, and it's just a fucking amazing song and a fucking great album for me. So fun fact was that back in the day I was a Mercenary fan, and I went to concerts and all that shit, and yeah, it was just it was really weird when Morten Sanaya, he called me up on the phone when Carl left the band and asked me to go audition for Mercenary, and I was kind of like, me and Mercenary, that's gonna be weird, man, but why not? Let's give it a fucking shot. And I met up with the guys in the rehearsal room, and we played 11 Dreams, and yeah, well, the rest is history. So I guess I got the job, right? If I miss one of your questions, please write them again. Cheers, big guy. Yeah. Cheers, Martin. What's your personal answer? That one? You definitely don't use your vocals course for harsh vocals. Then do you feel any kind of pain when you do too much harsh vocals? Actually, no. When I started out doing harsh vocals back in the day, I always totally shut out my voice. And the favorite way for me to rehearse harsh vocals, if I want to learn like a new style or do something new with my voice, I find a vocalist that has a style that I like, and I kind of like try to adapt my voice to match his or hers. And in that way, I learned how to do it right and correctly. And I've been doing that for many years, and it always kept me on the right path. And doing tours, you know, with 28 days to 21 shows and 30 days, 26 shows in a row, doing all the harsh vocals, the screams, the growls, the cleans, you really have to take care of your voice. And you really have to make sure that you use the right techniques. So I really don't feel any pain shouting or screaming. I did have problems with the growls for a period, but I got the technique back now and nailed it. I think so far. It's up to you guys to, you know, like to tell me if I nailed it just right. But yeah, well, I feel that the technique is good, and my vocals are on spot. You know, when I do them live, so that I don't ruin my voice. Yeah. One of the best songs I've ever heard. Thanks, man. That was fucking awesome. Thank you so much. The beste concert. I'm just gonna answer this in English, Dennis, so the other guys can listen as well. The best concert I ever played. You know, it's difficult. I do have very, very fond memories about Copenhagen in 2015 because it was just for me to play in Denmark. You know, to play in Denmark on a huge fucking festival. I didn't really think that many people were gonna show up, and I was kind of like, hopefully a couple of hundred people will come, but you know, it's Denmark and people are able to see Mercenary in smaller venues and come closer to the stage. But the fucking place was packed. And I remember Anders from Black Sunday, a radio program in Denmark, presented the band, and you could just hear this roar from the crowd, just like, rah, it was fucking awesome. And to feel that, you know, support in Denmark, it was fucking amazing. But I gotta say, I love every single concert that we ever played. I just love being on the stage, and I just love playing this, you know, playing the music with the guys and meeting up with you guys afterwards and during the show. It's just fucking awesome, man. Thank you. Given the fact that you learned to scream, copying vocalists you like, who are your main influences as a vocalist? Oh, I have to say that some of my main influences are Rob Flynn, James Hetfield, Carl. He gave me a lot of influence as well. And yeah, well, Phil Anselmo, of course, fucking insane guy. But you have to give him credit for the fucking vocals on the Pantera albums. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. So those guys are probably some of the most inspirational people I've ever listened to. Hey, Ward, man. Yeah, we're fucking active, man, and I hope that we're gonna be touring again with the You Psychotic Waltz guys. And congratulations on the new album, man. Fucking awesome. And how many songs does the new album bring? What is the total duration? Which album is more similar? Oh, that's a big question, man. You know, we don't know how many songs is gonna be on the album yet, but I'm gonna guess maybe between 8 and 10. And if I have to like compare the new album to some of the other albums, I think it's gonna be kind of a mix between the best of the old Mercenary albums and the best of the newer Mercenary albums. I think that we have on this album we kind of bring it all together. I think that's my feeling about it all. So yeah, I guess you have to be the judge when it comes out. Any chance of you guys doing playthrough videos for us during the COVID shit? We actually have been talking about playthrough videos, and it's possible. But the problem is that we haven't really been able to meet up. So it might happen in a near future, but I can't promise anything right now. Awesome to see a Copenhagen, but even better in Winter Metal. Hell yeah, Lotte. Hell yeah. I agree, Henrik. He is a fucking beast. The Martin Boos is a fucking beast. I heard a bit of Pretty Mates in this video, even in the vocal. Main influence? Not main influence, but I do enjoy Pretty Mates though. So nothing bad about them. It's a fucking great band. And Ronnie Atkins is a great vocalist. Gotta give him that, and a great guy as well. Can René do his answers with his Arnold Schwarzenegger impression? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ward, for acknowledging my big talent. I love you. Cheers, man. And if I ever do that again, I'm probably kicked out of the band. So might just keep it stored for the next tour. How does the creative process work in Mercenary? Who writes the music, guitar riffs, bass lines, vocal lines, lyrics? How do you mix all the ideas together? Actually, the normal process is that Jacob and Martin bring, you know, the musical. They bring the musical aspects, you know, the guitar, the riffs, and stuff like that. And when we have kind of like a song piece together, I step in and I make the vocal lines, and I actually do that with Martin, because me and Martin is a really good team. We are a really good team. That's what I wanted to say, doing the vocal lines, and he really keeps me on my feet and helps me make the best vocal lines possible. So I'm really happy about that. And Martin, the new drummer, you got to give him. You know, he's a really fucking great guy, and he made it possible for us to go back in the rehearsal room and actually play the songs together. You know, feel the songs and feel how the songs are coming together. Is there any of the pieces that needs to be reassigned to other parts of the song? And it's really, we have a really good dynamic in the band right now, the best in ages. Will you ever come to New Zealand? Well, Dion, I hope so. I really do, because New Zealand is a totally new territory for us, and I don't think any of the guys have been there. I certainly have been there, so certainly haven't been there. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, hopefully we can be able to go soon. or maybe another playthrough of the jazz version of Fire Soul from 2010. Hell yeah! Fire Soul, hang on to me, I'll make you scream. That was good fun. Fun fact, people think that we were drunk when we recorded that, but we were actually pretty fucking sober. We just placed all the bottles so that we would look drunk because it was a fucked up idea. So yeah, sounds more like a band playing more live feel. Mindre bøs. I can't figure out how to leave a comment during the live stream itself, but I'd like to ask René, favorite Mercenary song is to perform live and his overall favorite Mercenary song. The favorite song to perform live, I think, is Through Our Darkest Days. I don't know why, but it's just every time we play that song, I just get a feeling of fucking gratefulness and happiness. It's just a great song to play live. It's not my all-time favorite Mercenary song. It's just fucking awesome to play live. I hope that's a good answer. And if I have to pick a song, like I said earlier, that I really enjoy from the Mercenary discography, I really like Dark Speed. So it's an old song, but a fucking great one. Play no song. You destroyed the illusion. Yeah, sorry about that. Probably people were hoping that we were drunk, but sorry, we weren't. What made you choose 7 strings? Have you seen that question, Jacob and Martin? What made you choose 7 strings? The Mercenary Trivium Tour. Well, it's coming when Matt picks up the phone, man. Pick up the phone, Matt. I've been calling, boy. Well, hopefully one day. Matt and the Trivium guys are fucking awesome. Actually, when he made the review of Metamorphosis, I've never had so many nice things said about me in my life. He's such a fucking nice guy, and don't know what he went on about. Don't think my vocals are that great, but I'm really glad that he did, and I'm really fucking glad that he enjoyed the albums, and I can't thank him enough for all the nice things he did and said about us. Pantera fucking playing in the back. Hell yeah! Are you talking to me, boy? Woo! Love you guys, my favorite band. Thanks, man. Any plans to tour in the US sometime? Hopefully we can go to the US soon. It's been a dream. We only went to Atlanta for I think 2 times to play Prog Power USA, but we would like to go back for a tour. That would be fucking awesome. The Phoenix tattoo. Awesome, man. You have to show a picture of that someday, man. Have you guys considered getting a keyboard player back in the band again? Nope. No, not really, because, it's one of the most difficult things in a band is keeping the dynamic between the members. And right now we're at a really, really fucking great place. And I don't think we really want to make things difficult. Not that Morten was a difficult guy. Morten is a fucking great guy. It's just, 4 guys is so fucking simple. And we just really enjoy to be together and just being 4 guys making music. And Martin does a lot of keyboards. Jacob did some of the keyboards as well. And then we're able to do it ourselves. And I think we just want to keep it that way. Ah, damn, Frederick. That's some fucking big words, man. Thank you. Love you, man. A bit of a weird questions. We haven't had that many weird questions. Enjoy that. Did you guys ever try weed to improve creative process in writing new music? If you saw a clip on YouTube, I'll try to find it. We were playing in Amsterdam, and I was on stage talking about weed and asking the audience if they were high tonight. I can't even smoke cigarettes, man. So smoking weed for me is a big fucking no-go. But I did buy a fucking hash lollipop. It's probably one of the least metal things I've ever done, but it did taste good. Didn't get high at all, but drank a lot of beers that night. So, yeah, well, no matter. Isn't it kind of hard to sing long songs that were recorded with 2 vocalists? Fuck yes, it's hard. Songs like Fire Soul is incredibly tough to get through. And, it was originally made by 2 amazing vocalists with Mikkel's range is fucking amazing. What what that man is able to do with his voice is beyond my imagination. The notes he can hit is far beyond my reach. But I have to make Fire Soul and songs like Fire Soul, World Hate Center, and all that. I have to make them my own when I stand on stage, and I try to do it, still honoring the song and the legacy of the other guys. And I think I do it pretty well. But you guys be the judges. But it is fucking harsh, and I need to keep in shape because it's fucking killing me sometimes, man. Happy to hear you guys are alive and kicking. Fuck yeah, man. You're fucking alive. And thank you. Which one do you prefer yourself, more harsh or clean vocals? I really, I enjoy singing the clean choruses. I've always been a sucker for clean melodies and big symphonic stuff and all that. But really nothing beats just fucking screaming in the faces of the audience. So when it's live, I love doing harsh vocals. Yeah, hope that was a good enough answer. If the lollipop is your least metal thing you did, then what is the most metal thing you did? Show my ass to 28,900 people on Facebook, motherfucker! Yeah! Ooh! The street lamp behind you is twitching in a epileptic at the rave. Like an epileptic at a rave, please fix. I can do like this. Is it better? Hopefully. The lyrics on your songs are always excellent. Your music has always helped me through whatever is going on. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Caleb, man. Always nice to hear. I'm glad you enjoy the vocals. Sorry, lyrics. Lyrics. Hey, ITP Promotions, man. Nice to see you. Which one of the songs do you enjoy singing the most? I think it has to be Through Our Darkest Days. There's just something about that song live. I think it works incredibly well live, and still, there's always something epic about Fire Soul as well, because I can see in the audience that people really enjoy that shit. So I think it has to be between those two. A big metal fan, yeah. This is my biggest fan, He's always by my side, and he's black. He's black. He's my black metal fan. Yeah. Do you plan to come to Spain? You're fucking amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you enjoy the music. And yes, we are going to Spain as soon as fucking possible. Hopefully we are, when the album comes out, we're going to make some arrangements for tours and all that. And I surely hope that Spain will be included in that tour. Who are your role models for singing? Well, like you can hear in the background, we have some Phil Anselmo. I think back in the day, Phil had the most aggressive, most right in your fucking face vocal. I really enjoyed that. And actually, Corey Taylor from Slipknot is one of the best vocalists to capture emotion. He has such a fucking aggressive way of singing. If you've ever heard "Jump the Fuck Up" with Soulfly, his vocals on that album is fucking inspirational for me. It's so fucking angry and it's so fucking in your face. It's just totally amazing. I think he's one of the greatest, like aggressive, really melodic singers that are around right now. So I really have a lot of respect for him as a singer. So yeah. And also Rob Flynn from Machine Head, he's just a fucking beast. And, he's playing the guitar as well. And I don't know how the fuck he does it, man. He has a very stable and fucking awesome vocal. Met you guys back in 2013. Well, thank you, Jasmine. We try to be kind all the time. And I think that we're just four guys loving what we do, and when we get out, in playing shows, we just want to enjoy playing the shows. We just want to enjoy spending time with the people that show up at the shows, And I think that's what it's all about. You know, we're one big family. You know, the bands are playing, the crowd is the crowds are listening, and you know, neither of the parts would be there without each other. So it's just you have to be a nice guy. You know, bands that treat fans like shit shouldn't even play music, man. That's just my humble opinion. If you don't respect the fans, then get the fuck out, man. That's all I have to say. Are you still with the woman you were? Well, when you wrote the lyrics for I'm so grateful that she gave me the two best daughters in the world, but we weren't really that good at being boyfriend and girlfriend. So the lyrics to A River of Madness were written when we had a big fucking argument, and I went to the rehearsal room to sleep because I couldn't stay at home because we were really bumping heads. And I took my car and rode out to the rehearsal room. And when I got out there, I opened up a bottle of whiskey, and I went into the studio and I just fucking laid down some vocals. And I was so goddamn angry. And when I woke up the next day, I listened to the stuff I had recorded and the lyrics. You know, I was like, fuck, we can't release this shit. I really had to take out like some of the most nasty bits. And but she knows everything about this, and she's okay with it, and she can smile about it. So it's just, you know, it's a thin line between love and hate. That's what I always said. And, you know, there's so much emotion in love. And sometimes, you know, it just boils, you know. So music for me is the best way to get out those emotions. And I'm not a violent man. I just use my words. So thank God for that. Missed you guys with the last album. Yeah. How did it feel to be back on stage with Winter Metal? Winter Metal. Well, to be back on stage was fucking awesome. And I think for Martin, the new drummer, it was even more amazing because it was his first show. And he did a great fucking job, I gotta say. And I always love being on stage. But that show for me was the best show in a long time. Not just because we haven't played in a long time, but it was a fucking great evening. And thank you for all the support from all of you who showed up. I sure hope Germany is going to be covered in tour dates. Yeah, well, it will be. It will be, my friend. I wasted my comic genius looking at that for that damn emoji. Still regarding In A River Mad, this part where you scream insane, going insane would be perfect for a killing scene. Yeah, bet you're right, man. Next time I come to see you perform in Ober, where would you recommend we go drinking? Well, you know, it's we have Jomfruenegade. That's it's not the best place. You know, we have a lot of small pubs. We have Vesterbro Rock Bar. We have a rock bar called Vesterbro Rock Bar, and it's a good place. And they play metal music and rock music, so I guess that would be the place to go. We had a place called Rock Nilsson, but it closed, unfortunately. Do you know a band called Seventh Wonder? Used to publish some chorus parts of their songs. You can do the same, upload some amazing choruses from the songs or something. That was actually a good idea, Jose. I should have made a pun on your name and said, no way, Jose. But I did it anyway. Sorry about that. But yeah, we could do that. It would be a great idea. And maybe I will soon, man. Hopefully. Black Dahlia Murder, Martin Nilsson, you little drummer boy. Do you like that shit? Actually, a guy from Black Dahlia Murder once told our sound guy that I was the best singer in Denmark, called René, and playing in the Mercenary. Big fucking compliment, huh? Cheers, man. Is the metal scene there? I mean, is it tight? Are all bands in contact with each other? Not really, but still, yes. It is a really small scene, so of course we know about each other, and we do talk to each other, you know, in some cases. But since we played in Denmark the last time, a lot of new bands have sprung up, and Of course, there's a lot of bands that we haven't even met yet. So, but yeah, we have a good scene here, and everybody respects one another. And yeah, it's a good scene in Denmark. I really feel that we have a strong scene and a lot of new great bands coming up. And if you haven't listened yet, we actually posted a video from a band called Facing God a couple of days ago. They made a new video. It's fucking awesome. The songs are fucking awesome. And the lead guitar player is actually Signar, who played the lead guitar on Everblack. So yeah, there's a bit of Mercenary in there as well. The most important elements of a good demo in order to recruit some great musicians to record with. Well, I think, Juan, you really have to like capture what you want to visualize with the music. You have to make it as ready as possible. I know it can be difficult if you don't have like all the guys yet, but you can make, if you don't have a drummer, for example, you can make a lot of drums on Easy Drummer and stuff like that. So, but try to make the most finished product as possible. I think that's the best way to to sell it. Our music destroys a lot of music. That's a big statement, man. And I think that that those are fucking kind words, man. Thank you. But I don't hope that it destroys all other bands for you. I hope that you're able to enjoy a lot of other bands as well. Don't think you meant it in that way, but thank you, man. Good to have you guys back. Thank you, Nas. Good to be back, man. How do you find the balance? Sorry about that. I haven't answered that. How do you find the balance between harsh and clean vocals for a song and album? It really happens really dynamically. When we have a new song and we're putting it all together, when I hear a song the first time, I always get like an initially good idea for maybe the verse or the chorus and stuff like that. And it always, comes to me pretty naturally if it's going to be a growling piece or it's going to be a singing clean or stuff like that. It's a very dynamic process for me. Ah, that's good. You can still listen to other music. It would be quite boring just having Mercenary in the player. I think that it's good to mix it up. Yeps, we do. We do know that the Facing God, guys and girl. Yes, I do like female-fronted metal bands. Morten Löwe, who played the drums on Metamorphosis, is in Amaranth. You might know that, and I think it's a great band. It's more popish than we are, but it's a fucking great band, and she has a great voice, Elise. So I do like when women just like take metal by the balls and just fucking kick ass. And I think that that Defacing God is a really promising band, and I really wish him all the best. Why did you guys choose Martin as your new drummer? Well, first we had like 3 choices on us, 4 choices. We didn't really announce that we needed a new drummer. We just kind of like talked about which possibilities were popping up, and Martin was one of the guys that we contacted because Jacob had seen him play live and talked very positively about him. And we had 3 guys that were supposed to send some video stuff for us to see, playthroughs of some of the songs, and Martin was the first one to send, actually the only one to send, so that's why we picked him. He was the only fucking one who wanted to be in the band. No, he did a great job. He sent out some fucking great videos, and we invited him up to the rehearsal room, and he kicked ass. And he's a local guy. He's young. He takes the age down in the band, and he's just an easygoing, really nice guy. He's a stable guy, and his drumming is fucking awesome. So I'm grateful that he said yes. I'm happy to have him in the band, and I think that with him in the band, we're gonna go on for many fucking years. Your riffs were hidden inside the song, but I feel the most Thanks for that. Awesome. Thank you. The musical Dogs, we have played in Atlanta, Georgia twice, and we did a small tour in Japan. Yeah, thanks for that answer, Jacob. My daughter right here, she's quite curious about what the fuck I'm doing. From the Ashes of the Fallen is awesome. I'm glad to have the music from Mercenary again. Thanks you, man. Any plans to tour North America with the new album? Like I said before, hopefully, it's difficult to get a US tour because it's very expensive and there's a lot of formalities that have to be taken care of as well. But we really, really hope, because we know we have a lot of fans in the US and we want to make them happy. So hopefully. We don't quite know when the album is going to come out. Did anybody ask about lyrics for a song that Mikkel wrote, or I haven't seen that? If I didn't answer the question, I always wanted to ask what are the lyrics about for the song My Secret Window. Nobody fucking knows. No, Mikkel knows, but yeah. But I think it is about escaping something, and I think it's also up to your interpretation of what you feel the lyrics are about. Yeah, good point, Jacob. I think it has to do about becoming a father as well. That's some of the elements in the song. The lineup changes, Sergio, is always a difficult thing. I'm not gonna lie. And when I came into the band in 2006, I replaced a very important guy in Mercenary's history, and it was fucking tough. Everybody was like, he's not as good, he's not as fucking handsome. People actually said that. So kudos to you, Carl. You're apparently much prettier than me. But it's always difficult when a band has to change members, and when you have to change the vocalist, it's even more difficult. But I've been in the band since 2006, and the departure of Carl was tough. The departure of Mikkel was fucking tough, and it's always difficult when you have people loving the sound of the band, and then you have to change the sound, and it takes time to kind of like get people used to the new sound. And I never tried to like be anything like Mikkel, because it wouldn't have worked. I have to be myself, and I had to have faith in that the people would enjoy that as well. So lineup changes are fucking tough, and the departure of Peter as well was tough. We went on for a long time without a drummer, and actually it all started when Mike left the band in 2009. He was the first one to leave, and it was tough, man. And but you just have to keep on going, because we love what we do and we never want to quit. So even though it's tough, and playing music for us is not a job, it's not something we do to make it's something we do because we can't stop. We have to play music, and yeah, and that's what we talked about. That's why we're back. That's because we can't stop Mercenary. It's in our blood, and it's been in our blood for many years, and we want to do it some more. We're not fucking done yet. So so we have to push through the lineup changes, but we hope that the last lineup change has been done. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Is there a certain theme topic your new songs follows? The part with our blood returning to the grounds gives me the idea that it is about the cycle of life. It is about the cycle of life. That line is about the cycle of life. But no, there's not going to be a theme to the album. It's going to be, every song is going to have its own theme. It's not going to be like a thematic album, but it's yeah. But that's a good catch about the line. That prettiness comes from within. Yeah, correct. Thanks for keeping on metal. Hell yeah, Greg. the most bizarre things you've ever faced in concert. We actually played in a German club in Fürth, and it was a really small club. It was back when Mikkel and Morten and all the guys were still in the band, Mike as well. And I think there was like maybe 42 or 43 people at the concert. It was a really small club. And the promoter was on stage during concert trying to wipe up like spit on the floor, and he was yelling at us, telling us to remove the beer from the stage, and it was fucking strange. And after the show, we didn't get the booze that we had in our rider, so we took a bottle of vodka, and he just flipped out. It was a crazy fucking show. He lived in the venue actually, so I think he was just kind of like a lonely. He was a weird guy, but I have great memories about that show. The 43 people that were there really, really kicked ass. They were fucking insane. It was awesome. But that was weird, man. It was really weird. I look tired. Yeah, I think it's the lighting, though. I think it's the light. I'm really fucking, yeah. I'm not tired at all, though. So, but it is it's very dark in here, my friend. So, yeah, I think it's the light from the TV screen, sucker. Some of your favorite tracks of Memorial, Velvet Lies, Shades of Grey, and Incorporate Your Demons. What are your favorite songs to perform or just listen to? Mercenary songs or in general? If I don't really listen to Mercenary songs that much, but if I do, I always go back to Everblack. I have to say, if you haven't listened to that album, go old school sometimes and listen to that shit. Thank you, man, Sergio. Thank you. Ah, awesome, Jacob. Glad you like the songs as well. Well, in general, some of the songs. This is it's difficult because I always, I tend to go back to older albums from when I was younger. If I listen to like Machine Head, it's always like I have a lot of fond memories connected to some songs, and just like to listen to The Burning Red, The More Things Change from Machine Head, Vulgar Display of Power from Pantera, Slipknot, the first album, Slipknot, the second album, Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. It's just, there's so many memories and all that shit. Metallica, it's just, Master of Puppets for me I go crazy when that shit comes on. Yeah. So when I listen to metal at home, I think it's always some of the older shit. Any B-sides left from the last album? Don't know. Are there, Jacob? Are there any B-sides left? Can't remember, man. But I know there is a song that many of you guys haven't heard yet. When we broke up the band in 2009, we were kind of in a rebellious phase. We really wanted to do something else. We talked about, if we we're going to like make Mercenary something more like harsh and faster and stuff like that. It was a fucking stupid, crazy idea. And luckily we didn't do that. But we did make a song called, can't even fucking remember the name, Slowly We Rock. Yeah, it's a tribute. The title is a tribute to Obituary, Slowly We Rot. And the song was really not that Mercenary. But it was a cool song, though. But Slowly We Rock is a song that I bet many of you guys haven't even fucking heard of, man. It's a hidden little gem from Mercenary. And I also want to ask you guys, when I have you here, do you know which song was the first song I ever fucking recorded with Mercenary? Hint, it wasn't on any of the fucking albums. It was a song recorded before I did any album. So which song was the first song I ever recorded? Korean bonus track. Hell yeah! It was a Korean bonus track. Slowly We Rock was a Korean bonus track. Have you heard this yet? It's not really that Mercenary, but it is a good song, I think. Were you into Mercenary before you were asked to join them? Yes, Lucy. I was a big Mercenary fan, actually, and that's what made it weird for me when they first asked me, because I couldn't really see me doing Mercenary, doing Kraull's vocals. Wasn't really, I couldn't visualize it, but just worked out, and I found out that playing Mercenary was even more fun listening to Mercenary. So I guess I just, I fell in love, man. the meaning behind the song Through the Eyes of the Devil. The meaning behind the song Through the Eyes of the Devil is kind of, to be held accountable for your actions, to be held accountable for and judged by the actions of you, of your own actions and your family's actions, and kind of telling them through the eyes of the devil, the punishment for all the bad things you did in your life. So and doing it in a rock and roll way. Yeah. Hope that's a good enough answer, man. Slowly We Rock is in my Through Our Darkest Days version. What? How the hell is that even possible, man? I can't explain that shit, but awesome. René, this song needs to have a strongman video as well. We miss all you crazy Viking brothers. Miguel, we have to do that, man. I promise you, we have to do that. Everblack really is a great album. Fucking agree. Not my personal favorite though. Fair enough. It's fucking brutal, and I have to. The best vocals ever done by Krall is on that album. That's just my humble opinion. He's fucking kicking ass on that album. It's to the point. It's fucking the nuances. All the nuances on the growls and the screams and all. That's just fucking perfect. I really enjoy that shit. Really. So now you have the chance, any dirt you want to know? Where can I find the lyrics to the new song From the Ashes of the Fallen? You can find them on the YouTube video that we posted, not the video, but the song. I posted them there as a comment. And you can find them, and I can even do you a solid and fucking find them for you. 2 seconds, man. Mercenary, I can't even spell our own band name right now. From the Ashes of the Fallen. Give me a few seconds. I'm not going to listen to the song, though. I have listened to the song many, many times, recording it and writing it and all that shit. So not right now. I'm going to find it. A girl actually asked for the lyrics, and I posted them yesterday, actually. So I'm just going to copy them right now. And a guy told me that it was pretty easy to hear the lyrics, but I don't know if everyone agrees. So I'm just going to post them. But of course, the verse is "Listen as I teach you." Music video, you can find the lyrics there, and I will post them in the description. Through Our Darkest Days is a masterpiece, in my opinion. Those are big words, my friend, but thank you very fucking much. Awesome. Another one who likes Slowly We Rock. That's cool. What is my personal favorite album by Mercenary? Still is Everblack, man. It's just, for me, the best Mercenary album, because I have to be objective. I can't really pick an album I'm doing the vocals on. It's not right for me to do that. I really, really fucking enjoy Everblack. It's a masterpiece in my opinion, and it's just my humble opinion. I know, but it has all the elements I fucking love. And Signa, the guy doing the leads before Martin he had a good style. He's no Martin Boos though. Don't get me wrong. Martin Boos is the king of Mercenary fucking leads. Hope you agree. No offense, Signa. No offense. Hey, Miguel! Woo! Do you feel the same as René about Slowly We Rock? Probably not. I think Metamorphosis is underrated as well. Thank you for that, man. Any possibility for us to get to listen to Slowly We Rock? Maybe. I think Jacob has it, so we could maybe upload it to our YouTube. I'll ask him about that. You could ask him about that. Tag him in the chat. Ask him about it. I think my daughter wants to say hi. Want to say hi? Hello. Yeah. She's excited. Nothing really happens at home in these weekends, in all these Corona times. So this is probably the most exciting thing that she's, been able to see in months. Yeah. Repeating what someone else asked earlier that I don't think was answered. What are your dream bands to tour with? Oh, Soilwork. Actually, the fun thing about Soilwork is that we have been offered so many Soilwork tours, but we've never been able to take them. You know, it's always been bad timing, and we would love to tour with Soilwork. We love Soilwork, and it's a great match. I got to give you that one. So hopefully, it's gonna be possible someday soon. We love touring with Arch Enemy as well. It's a fucking great match, and the guys from Arch Enemy are fucking awesome, awesome band. Frequently in my listening sessions. Thank you. Solo would be a perfect match. Yeah, it just never happened. Agreed, Jacob. But maybe it will. It will happen. Martin, you know, the fun fact is when we record a new album, I never want to listen to the songs before Martin has the leads done. For me, a Mercenary song is not complete before Martin has put his fingers on the leads. It's just, it ties it all together, and it's always my favorite piece of the song. It's always his leads, always. Is your Fiat van still giving problems? Hopefully not. We got it fixed, but when we recorded From the Ashes of the Fallen, it was a great trip. I did the vocals in 3 fucking hours. Everything was on spot. We had a great time. Jacob bought me a burger, actually, because I was a good boy. I did the vocals good, I think. And then the next day, we drove out of Ribe, where Jacob Hansen Studios are located. And actually, I was driving the bus, and I told Jacob, hey, man, the bus is really, it's running good. And 5 fucking seconds after I said it, it broke down. I was feeling like a total fucking idiot. But yeah, probably jinxed it. But it's running again, and it's been really faithful to us, and drove us to many, many good shows. Mercenary, Soilwork, and Arch Enemy, that would be a fucking awesome lineup. And we would be the opening band, though, and we probably wouldn't get more than 30 minutes of playtime, but it would still be worth the fucking trip. Worth the fucking trip, man. If I miss a question, please just post it again, because I'm kind of like all over the place. Just going to take you down here. I have 2 screens. It's kind of dark in here. I feel that the lighting here is much better than it showed on the camera, but sorry about that. But then you are spared of the ugly mug. But I did look good in the video, right? It's all digital art. You know, it's all digital effects. What is your favorite guitar? It's fucking difficult to pick. The one in Death Connection is fucking great as well. But there's so many, I don't think I could pick just one. I think every time Martin plays a lead, he just makes it its own little symphonic, melodic piece. It could stand alone as a fucking song, you know. I've always said that if he ever leaves the band, we're fucked. And I stand by those words. So you better stay, Martin. That's all I'm saying. The one in Welcome to Sickness is fucking great as well. But like I said, I couldn't really just pick one. No, actually, I don't really worry about the vocals live, because I always make vocals that I'm able to do live. And I feel that on the newer albums since Metamorphosis, we've never had songs that were so, you know, easy to do a great rendition of live. You know, it's always, you know, Mercenary live has never been like the studio. Black on 11 Dreams, the vocal layers were like insane. It was like in fucking tens of vocal layers. And on the newer songs, we have maybe like 2 or 3 vocal layers, and we have Martin doing backup vocals live as well. So I feel that we actually have a really good rendition of the songs live. I feel that we do the best possible live editions that we've done in a long fucking time. And sorry about all the cursing. I think I put in a fuck every time I have to think. So, you know, I am thinking. This is the only beer I have, so I'm saving. I saw you the first time in Germany 4 years ago, and I felt like a little kid waiting for Santa when you guys entered the stage. Thank you, man. fun fact about a little kid. I joined the band in 2006, as you might know, and I had on like this big ass lion ring, a really fucking big lion ring, and it was a ring I bought for maybe like 10 euros, but it looked fucking awesome. But it was too big for me, so during the show, it always kept falling off. And there was this really cute kid in front of the stage. I think he might have been about 11 years old, and I threw the ring to him. And today I think he's a grown man. You know, if you're watching, it's still, you know, don't throw it away because it's good memories, you know. But it wasn't that expensive. I know that's probably not what makes it valuable to you, but the ring. His mom told me that the ring has been on the shelf beside his bed for 10 fucking years. You know, thank you, man. Are you also having trouble keeping the body weight down? Yep, I am, you know, but I just lost about like 6 kilos, so I need to keep in shape for the next fucking tour, all right? What is the meaning of Starving Eyes? It is one of my favorite, and I'm curious, you know, it's about, you know, Starving Eyes is kind of like, it's actually kind of a song about us, you know, the band and you know, really being the best band that we possibly can be. I know that the song for me is a song that I really wanted to kind of like speak about, you know, the fight of being a band, the fight of always trying to be the best band possible, and just the feeling of just standing on stage and looking into the starving eyes, the people wanting more, the people screaming, and just us flying across the stage like a big phantom ship that everybody wants to, you know, like catch, you know. But yeah, it's a bit cryptic, but I know that. But yeah, that's the meaning, man. You can't stand loud noises, then why the fuck do you listen to Mercenary, man? It's all loud noises. Loud noises! I know what you mean, man. I'm not a big fan of big concerts either, and the problem for me is always the big crowd and the lines for everything, and it's just, you know, festivals for me is I don't really sleep. I don't want to sleep in a tent and wake up bathed in my own vomit and fucking shit like that. I always want to sleep in a bed and have a shower, so never been a big festival guy. Only when we play festivals. Craving to see a female body. It's not the intention. I gotta tell you that, but it's a funny interpretation. What was the first track you worked on with Mercenary? Did I miss the answer? I actually asked the question, but I don't think anybody answered the question. Is there anybody out there who knows the first song that I recorded with Mercenary? It's a difficult one, but I'm just gonna give you 5 minutes to answer it. And if nobody answers, I'm gonna give you the answer. Mercenary CD T-shirt ordered an S size by accident instead of M. It's still in my collection though. Also great new song. Thank you, man. And hopefully you will be able to use the shirt for something else, maybe a girlfriend or stuff like that. You make good loud noises. Thank you. Don't think my girlfriend agrees on that one. Great new melodic chorus. Thank you, man. Are there any lyrics you wrote you feel like you can't reveal what they're about? Yep. I have songs that have a hidden meaning, and I really don't want to go into detail about that one. But yes, there are some hidden meanings, you know. Some stabbing of, not literally, but yeah. Probably there's something that would be best unsaid. I love Burn My Eyes from Machine Head. Fuck yeah, man. That album was a fucking revolution. And I still have a guy called Brian in Denmark. You know, Brian, if you're watching, thank you, man. You helped shape the sound of my vocals. You just did a lot of things for my life. You presented not Mercenary, but Machine Head for me, and it was the Machine Head vibe in the first demo from Mercenary that actually got me into Mercenary's music back in the day. I bought a used EP, the Supremacy EP, and I thought that it had like it had like burn my eyes vibe. It was Supremacy. So all the best to that fucking album, man. Your first song with Mercenary must be something. Nope, it wasn't from Architect of Lies. It was actually a song not on any album. What's your stand on using electronical elements in your music? I mean, like loud electronic leads or songs. Regardless, never going to give you up. Is the meaning of Dream State Machine about religion in modern days? Nope, it isn't. Actually, isn't. That you joined the band after the Outer Rain came out, the first song you contributed to was probably from Architect of Lies. Nope, it was not on any album. Thank you, man. Glad you like A Moment of Clarity. It is also, one of the more beautiful songs. The breakdown, with all the clean parts is, I think, is one of the more pretty songs. It turns into one of the more pretty stuff we've done. Arch Enemy cover song. Yes! God damn it, you got it, man. It was Burning Angel, Arch Enemy cover song. So, Burning Angel, hell yeah. Thank you, man. It was fun to do. And actually, that cover landed us an Arch Enemy tour. The first Arch Enemy tour landed several times. The guys are fucking awesome, and I love their music. Fucking amazing guys. Where's the Burning Angel cover available? It's right here, man. I'm gonna find it for ya. Burning Angel. I can make a country version for you as well, but I won't do it right now. It won't be pretty. You got a pretty mouth. Here you go, man. Here you go. Whoop. Moment of Clarity seems a lot like Shades of Grey. Both are just beautiful. Thank you, man. I like the aggression of Welcome to Sickness and the others, but these two stand out for me. Fucking awesome, man. Thank you. I think I've been doing that great. He's a great guy, and I think he did an awesome job. An album in just for a fun side project, it would be a full-on pop album. I've always been a sucker for great pop melodies. When I was growing up, listening to Machine Head, Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, and all that, I had to cover up my fascination with Backstreet Boys. And I'm grown up now, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I love Backstreet Boys. The vocal harmonies, all the stuff, it's fucking awesome. So yeah, I probably would do a full-on boy band with my sexy moves and all that shit. It wouldn't be pretty, probably wouldn't be that good, but I would fucking do it all the way. It probably would be a big sell because people would be puking and laughing, but if I could entertain people in that way, it would be okay with me. So guys, I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna wrap it up in about maybe like 10 minutes at 10:30. What about a Backstreet Boys cover song? Yeah, that could be great. Don't think the other guys would go for it though. I don't think they're as big Backstreet Boys fans as I am. You did a Daniel Bedingfield one. Yeah, I did actually, yeah. There's no plot in the clip. Good luck with recording an album with it. more than 70. Yeah, there wasn't that big of a plot in the video. I have to agree on that. You know, it's more of a cinematic video that kind of like puts in some good visuals for the song. So yeah, there could have been more of a plot. I agree on one, but we had a very tight schedule because the lyrics video fell through. So you are, you know, like it's not an excuse, but I agree. Are you into In Flames by chance? I haven't listened to that much In Flames actually, but I do enjoy In Flames, and we played with In Flames. You know, we've met them a lot of times doing festivals where In Flames has been, and I respect the guys, and I think that they really helped shape a fucking genre of music. So I have huge respect for the guys. Did Mikkel sing only clean vocals, or did he also do some high-pitched, harsh vocals back in his time in the band? He did do the screams, you know. In Firesoul, he did the high-pitched screams, and he did screams on Architect of Lies as well. And he did all the vocals on The Hours That Remain, also the streaming stuff, and they had a lot of guest vocals as well. Children of Bodom, yeah. Children of Bodom can do a lot of stuff, you know. They have a huge at some point, but maybe I'll just do my own cover song of Backstreet Boys one day. Talking about vocals, how do you take care of your voice? I always warm up. I try to keep in shape, especially when we have a tour coming up. And I warm up always before a show. I always get my voice really prepped for the show, and the same when I record vocals as well. Who would be the dream? It would be weird maybe for a lot of people, but for me it would be a fucking dream. It would be awesome to have James Hetfield coming in and making kind of like a James Hetfield vocal, like I tried to do or did kind of on Black Brigade. So yeah, there's a lot of, you know, dream guys to be on a Mercenary album, which probably never gonna happen. Vi ses, Mikkel. Tusind tak, fordi du kiggede. I like your cover artworks. Thank you, man. But some kind of faces or masks seem to be recurring theme. Nope, I don't think there is. We just really like that style. Do you need a good one, Jacob. So 27 guys left. Do you have any more questions before I leave? You know, if you have any questions burning up, you know, you need to ask the Mercenary, what is your favorite track? Darkspeed. I think Darkspeed from Everblack is one of my favorite tracks because of the fucking vocals. The vocals on that. So Darkspeed is a good bet. Fun fact is that Kral for me was, you know, the original Mercenary singer, and I always enjoyed his vocals, so big respect to him. What was the most involved writing and work for Mercenary and yourself? The most involved writing for me in Mercenary, I think, has been, you know, I've always done a lot of, you know, I've always done the lyrics, I've always done most of the vocal melodies, like I said, with Martin, and I think one of the songs that I put most of myself into was probably Black Brigade, where I did some of the riffs as well, and also River of Madness was for me. But I never really did any of the riffs for that many songs because, you know, the guys, you know, Jacob and Martin are way better at that shit. What's next? Well, great question. Ses Anders. Just going to say bye to Anders there. Have a great evening, man. What's next? You know, what's next for us is that we keep writing on the album. Probably going to release a single more before the album drops. And then we're probably going to hit the studio in the end of 2020. That was the idea, but all this Corona shit, we didn't really plan for that. I think nobody did. but hopefully you can still be able to keep up with the plans. I hope so. Dark Speed, god track, yes. Colony and Horacle were fucking great albums, are fucking great albums. Would you do a song in your own language? I don't think that will work. You know, Danish is a really silly language for any other people than Danes. So probably won't do that. My least favorite Mercenary band, my least favorite Mercenary song, and I kind of I don't feel that good about those lyrics. So the song is kind of I'm not too proud of that one. Although there are elements in the song that I really like, but the lyrics are just subpar, if you ask me. Sister, you're out there. That's one of Mikkel's really good screaming vocals. Sister, you're out there. I'm not gonna do it loud because I actually have a baby sleeping downstairs, so I don't want to wake a baby up now. That would be fucking bad. So guys, 5 minutes and I'm gonna wrap it up. So if you have any questions that are that come to mind, throw them in the chat now, and I will answer the best I can. Hope to see you guys in Texas. I hope to be in Texas too one day, man. When the new album is going to be released, we don't know yet, but hopefully soon, man. Like I said, we're probably going to go to the studio in the end of 2020. If all things, are if we're not able to go into the studio at the end of 2020, it will probably be in the beginning of 2021. And then it would probably come out, sometime in 2021. But, we are doing the best we can to get it out really soon. I would love to hear some new collaborations with Carl and Mikkel. We've actually talked about doing some collaborations, but there's a lot of things, that there's a lot of history in the band. There's a lot of things that need to, for me personally, I have, like I said in the early parts of this Q&A, I have a lot of respect for the work the guys have done in Mercenary. I can't say that Carl probably could be on some of the new songs. It would be great, actually. Don't know about Mikkel. I haven't really talked that much with Mikkel during the last many years, so there's a bit of tension there. Mercenary song that you dislike? Yeah, I can repeat that. I said that I didn't really like the lyrics that I wrote for Generation Hate from Through Our Darkest Days. I think for me it's subpar. It's kind of a rebellious song about the young people of I don't know if I was an angry old man just talking about young people hating everything. It's just. Looking back, it's kind of silly, I like elements of the song, but yeah, it's not my best work. Sorry about that. Have you planned tours after the album release and Corona crap? Yes, hopefully we can tour as much as possible. Touring is an amazing track. I gotta agree with that one, and it's also one of the tracks that I enjoy playing most live. Viborg Metal Festival 2021. Who knows, man? If you write them, maybe we'll come. To see you in the best circumstances. My World of Warcraft guilds have a lot of Danes. Awesome, man. So guys, I think we have about maybe 3 or 4 minutes left. So if you have questions that are burning up inside, good night to you, man, and thank you for showing up. And if you want more of these Q&As, just let me know, okay? It's been fun because it became kind of warm, and warm beer, that's not good. Tuska, open air, that would be fucking awesome. We only played Tuska once, actually, and we had a great response, but for some reason, I actually heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that maybe they had a bit of the people arranging the festival didn't really like us. I don't know if it's correct. Don't want to be, like incorrect, but that's what I heard. I heard it through the grapevine, man. Cheers from Bulgaria. Cheers to Bulgaria, man. How do you feel about the recording process? I really enjoy recording vocals, but it's also really tough. It puts a lot of strain on your mind and on your body. And when you do an album, you always want perfection. You want to do the best vocal takes possible. And yeah, so it's tough. It's fun, but it's tough. It's a love-hate relationship, like Jay said, I think. Yeah. Just want to more Q&As are definitely welcome. Awesome, man. We might make it a regular thing, maybe once every 3 months or stuff like that. I think every month would be too much. Probably wouldn't be that many questions to ask. But yeah, we could do it, man. I enjoy this shit. So thank you. You guys made it fun. Thanks for that, man. So guys, if you don't have any more questions right now, I just want to say thank you for all your support. Thank you for sticking by the band through all the changes that we made, and just for keeping up, keeping up the support and always being the kindest, fucking most awesome people in the whole goddamn world. We guys love you. Stay safe in these weird times too, man. This has been awesome. Yes, it has, Lucy, and you made it awesome. Thank you, man. So, guys, I'm gonna say goodbye now, and I'm gonna say again, thank you so fucking much for. We can make much more of them, and yeah. When will we hear more music? Hopefully soon. Like I said earlier, we're planning on releasing probably one more single before the album, so we can keep the weight a little more tolerable. I can't even speak anymore, so I really need to go. I think glad to have you guys back. Glad to be back, man. Thank you. So, guys, I'm gonna sign off now. Thank you so fucking much. And next time, I'm gonna try to get some more light in my face so you can actually see me. And I just want to say thanks for showing up for the premiere of the video. Thanks for sticking up for the band always, and thank you for all your fucking great support. We love you guys. Have a great night. See you, man.